welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. I'm excited to interview this next guest because actually probably the people watching this, y'all probably know him more than you know me, so we might as well get into it. Mr. 2 Weeks Out, what it do?
What's going on, brother?
Man, everything's good, man, everything.
Okay.
So, man, kind of introduce yourself to the people because we were just talking before and like you got a whole story. Mm-hmm. So introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, I'm Jason Lobdell, Mr. 2 Weeks Out on IG, and that's who I am. That's me.
What do you call yourself though? Like, are you an
Jason,
influencer?
man.
Are you a trainer? Are you an entrepreneur? What do you call yourself?
That's a good question. Now I'm an influencer. You know what I mean? When it comes to things like this, I'm an influencer. But yeah, man, I'm a celebrity trainer. You know, that's what I'm known for, being a celebrity trainer, and that's not me being a celebrity. That's me training celebrities. You know what I mean?
Right. So how did you get to that? How did you get to the point where you're training celebrities? Because people, I don't know what people think when they see you with all the celebrities and you're with all the Instagram models and all the influencers. Like, how did you get to that point and build those relationships?
Well, I think my first influencer that I received was through a mutual friend. Me just being, like I told you before, popular. Just knowing everybody, having a real strong network. So it was like, hey guys, I'm training, who need that work? You know what I mean? Right. So I had a homegirl, her name Ashley Monroe. She had like 700,000 followers. And my approach was the same approach. Like I told you, I was a club promoter before. So I just need to get the women and everybody else to come. You know what I mean? Just get the pretty girls, you know. So, you know, I caught a lot of flack for it. But, man, my business grew faster than anybody else I knew. And I just took some of the bustle that I had from another job and applied it to training.
So you got a lot of flack from what? Game?
So people just say, you know, you don't train nothing but pretty girls and things of that, or what I put on my Instagram and things of that nature. But I just think like a corporation, you know what I mean? Just like you look at a Delta commercial, they gonna show.
Put the chick with all the acne.
Yeah.
And the, you know what I'm saying?
They gonna show you what they want to show you. You know what I mean? So I took it upon myself to show you what I want to show you. When I was throwing parties and promo for my clubs, I put a certain person on the flyer, and, you know, the flyer looked lit. So did the same thing with social media.
So entrepreneurship now is real trendy. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. It's almost uncool to say, I don't have like a business going or I just love my job. It's just uncool to say it, you feel me? Even though some people love their job, like my wife, she loves her job, right? But you've been on this grind.
Let me explain something to you. Back when Birthday Bash was at Lakewood Amphitheater, I remember all my friends, you know, going to get fresh.
What year is this?
This was like 90, this might have been like 98 or something like that. You know, I'm 10th grade. You know, I could have very well been in there with everybody else. But, you know, me and my partner, we went and got some coolers and got some water, and we literally down there selling $2 waters, you know what I mean? But it's like all my friends going in, I'm standing outside grinding, you know what I mean? And that was just like a little glimpse of people seeing me like, damn, they coming back out, you know, they got their concert on, but I got a pocket full of money. I've been grinding. So I've been doing this since like 10th grade.
What did you want? Like, why were you doing that? What did you want as a kid?
That's a good question, man. Like I say, I'm from Syracuse, New York. I came up in the 80s crack era, you know what I mean? I got a father that's is in prison for murder, you know what I mean? My brother was a childhood kingpin, like the movie that you like Paid in Full. Like that was my real life, you know what I mean? So I come from seeing certain things that I wanted, and I just knew it wasn't worth me to do it this way. So, you know, I found a way to make my own money, and just have money just made me feel like I was doing something at 16 years old, you know what I mean?
But being in that environment, why didn't you want to take that route? Because that's some people's excuse. I grew up in this.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say I'm no goody two-shoe, you know what I mean? I've so dope and did everything else everybody else did. But like I say, I just kind of got a better thrill out of creating jobs and creating hustles, outsmarting people. Like, yo, they going in there doing, I'm going to sell water, you know what I mean? Like, we on the west side. I'm from Decatur, and, you know, we on the west side. I seen them do it, so I went out there and did it, and I got my own money, you know? So the art of competition, I guess, you know what I mean? Just use my brain to make money, you know, I don't know. I just always been like that.
So what was the first, like in high school, what was the first major business idea that you had?
High school.
Whether it worked or not, what was that first thing like, oh, this is it, this is the lick?
It was right after high school, you know what I mean? Right after high school, like I preach this, like business partners. Every business I've had a business partner. You know, a lot of people shy away from that. They want to keep all the money. I'm totally against that. You know what I mean? We'll get into that later. But throwing parties. Like I said, I had a partner. He was throwing parties. He was making X amount of money. But he was like, damn, man, you know everybody. I bet if we did it together, you know, I know how to get the venue and how to do this and that. You just get the people there. You know what I mean? And literally, that business just boom. You know, I was telling you, like, we've had $10,000 nights repeatedly for the whole summer, you know. So I was making bankroll 18 years old, and I got videos on my page where you could see like
crazy
1,000 people at $10 to $20 inside my venue.
So how did you become this person that knew everybody, or you had the celebrities, you had the people?
A lot of that come from being bad. You know what I mean? Like, people to this day, like, yeah, I remember you from Southwest Cab. I never went to Southwest Cab. I was at your school eating lunch with the pretty girls, but I didn't go to your school.
Right,
you know what
right.
I mean? I just, like, every summer school I was there. You know, my car looked a certain way. I had T-tops and you know, I moved a certain way back then. You know what I mean? So I think that, like, helped my popularity. And I wanted to be popular. Right. You know what I mean? I wanted everybody to know me. In New York, very popular. Like I said, my brother was who he was. When I came down here, I didn't have no big brother. I didn't have no family. I'm getting jumped, you know, people trying me, you know, so I kind of had to make a name for myself. And when I did that, I did it my way. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gonna know me, that type of thing.
Well, fast forward, you are one of the co-owners of the RI-28, the most popular. The Loft isn't a gym. It's really like a social club.
It is.
Lounge, but don't nobody be lounging, they really be working out. I don't know how y'all did this, but like, tell me about I want to go fast forward to like what you got going on right now.
Okay, so long story short, like I told you, I had a bad 2015, you know. 2016, I'm on Instagram, I'm liking pictures of this guy. Rewind. 2016, I'm on Instagram and I see this guy. He owns a gym down the street from me. I own Universal Fitness. He owns Flex Fitness. His name Gee Bryant. I'm looking at it and I'm ready to compete. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it like, yeah, he's straight, he cool.
Right.
He ain't me, but he all right. And after a while, I started liking pictures. Oh, damn, he is pretty. Boom. I done like 10 pictures on accident. You know what I mean? Just first I'm ready to hate, and then I done like 10 pictures. So he like, yo, what up? What's good? Link up. I'm like, oh. All right, cool. You know what I mean? Right. So we literally linked up. He told me what he had going on. He wrote fitness programs. You know, he was already making money doing it. And he was like, man, you got 40,000 followers. I got 40,000 followers. We can make X amount of money first month. I guarantee it. I was like, what I got to do? He was like, well, we just do this, do that. You know, how much it's going to cost to do it? We shook hands, and literally 30 days later, first program went out. Boom, hit big. But our program grew by 54% like every month. It was just, that number. So
that very first, so you got a gym, he got a gym. Obviously you believe in collaborations. Y'all had a deal. G like, yo, I got this program, let's promote it and sell it together.
Yeah.
What was the conversation like?
He basically was like, man, I got the sauce. You got the sauce. Like, we could be competition. It's only right that we're competition. But if we take a picture together, people gonna be like, I didn't even think they liked each other. You know, that type of thing. You know what I mean? So that's what we did. We started taking pictures together and kind of creating like what they up to. You know what I mean? Because like literally our gyms are a mile away from each other. Wow. So we started that business together. You know. And it did the numbers that it did, but before all of that.
I know G don't like to talk about his numbers and all that kind of stuff, but that first initial launch, what did y'all make off the first launch of the program?
So he was basically saying that he had been making like $4,000, you know, and he was like, together we could make 8, you know, that type of thing. I was like, all right, cool. We should be able to double. So we went from like a 10, 20, so like I say, 54%. So we just started growing until we got to, but before we got to 100,000 is when we put Jocelyn on, you know what I mean?
And this is per month.
Yeah.
So he was doing like $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
And then y'all linked up together and y'all blew that out the water and it kept growing.
Kept growing, it never stopped.
So, okay, so that's hard for entrepreneurs to understand. How do you sustain that growth? Because we drop a product, all our inner circle, they're gonna cop, they're gonna buy it. How do you sustain that growth?
Well, like I say, he writes the programs and they work. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. It's weight loss. Like you could see it. Like it's literally, I lost 20 pounds, I lost 40 pounds. So by the time we got to our 3rd month, we had people down 60 pounds, like a totally different person. You get what I'm saying? So within the first 5 months, when you're trying to figure a business out, we got a girl now 80 pounds. You get what I'm saying? So we didn't have the typical, we was in a rush. And we were getting it out to everybody. And like I say, we brought Jocelyn on, and people didn't really understand that move. Like, Jocelyn, she fights, she does this, she's my client. And I knew the nurturing, the pregnant, I knew a different Jocelyn than everybody knew, the street Jocelyn that want to smoke, you know what I mean? I knew a different side. So, I devised a plan with G, how we was going to get her, how we was going to pay her, and we got her, you know what I'm saying? And
but I want to back up because you said, we was in a rush.
Yeah.
A lot of entrepreneurs ain't in a rush. But why was you in a rush?
We were in a rush because we really felt like the more people that did this product, the more results we'll get, and the faster it'll grow. You get what I'm saying? So we damn near gave it away. Our price point has been the same since. You know what I mean? No matter how much money we made, the price point has never went up. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that we kind of like made it for the people.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people.
Right.
It's our same type program goes for $99, $150, ours $39. You know what I mean? So it's an impulse buy, and once you buy it, you're like, all right, I'm paid for it. Let me try it.
Right.
And you get hooked.
Right.
You get hooked. You get hooked to the sweat. You get hooked to the buttons on your belt. Like, it's proof. Like, it's weight loss. We can always prove our results, you know what I mean? So that's just it, you know what I mean? And Gee Bryant's probably the best program I've seen on any platform, any level, you know what I mean?
So I want you to kind of talk about how you brought Jocelyn in, because you told me the story. I think they need to hear that, because y'all ain't had no paperwork, no contract. Y'all was like, yo, I'm a man, you're a man, let's work.
So what happened was, I'm training Jocelyn. She had just dropped the baby. And she was back training with me, and we in there at a session one day, and it was payday, and me and G kind of got the same type of, I ain't gonna say street background, but we kind of just like go with the flow. Like I say, we did a handshake deal. He used to pay me cash, that type thing. Right. So we partners.
This is what we made. Here's the cash.
Yeah, this is what it is. I don't need to see no receipts or nothing. What we do, how we do? Oh, bring that bag. You know what I mean? So he used to just bring me this, Chase Bank with the blue zip up thing, and every month that thing get fatter and fatter. So he told me what we made that month. It was like $20K each or something crazy, 30K each. And I was like, bring it. I said, I'm training Jocelyn. I'm on the floor stretching her. Just come and just like leave the bag open and just drop it on me. Like, you in a rush, you gotta go. So he came, unzipped the bag, and dropped it. Like, what's up, boy? We did good. Boom, dropped it. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, what's up, G? Like, okay, that's what we did. Okay. And I'm like, oh, this Jocelyn right here. Jocelyn, this my partner, G. I was telling you I did the online program with. And I was like, hold on, before you leave. So I just get up, and she knows the money right there. We get up, and we talking, and we looking like, okay, she look. So she's stretching, she looking in there.
You've been set up, Jocelyn, okay?
She looking in there, she see the bands on the, telling you the amount. So she looking like, boy, what you into? What you got going on? I said, this the online thing I was trying to tell you. Blah, 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 that's my partner, that's who did it. She's like, yeah, let's set up a meeting.
Wow. So
she got a lawyer, we ain't never did no lawyers or nothing. She got a lawyer to come feed us. We met at this fancy hotel and all this, and this was right when she was telling Love and Hip Hop she's done. So we gave her like a 60-day thing, to see if it worked. Because sometimes, like I had other celebrities try to endorse the product with 1 million followers and things of that nature, but it just was different. You know what I mean? Jocelyn, she's kind of body goal. She just had that baby.
Was it before Jocelyn? Y'all had like some influencers try it?
Yeah. So they just used to help, but it just wasn't, it just wasn't the same thing. I actually did a whole different program for one, and it just didn't do. It made money, but it just didn't do what we thought it should do. So like I said, we put Jocelyn on, man, and we grew like just grew. You know what I mean?
What made Jocelyn really take it to that next level out of all these other people?
I think she took it to the next level because she just had a baby. She really did the program. You know what I mean? So it was a process. She didn't know she was doing it, but I had her doing RI-28 3 months already. So I'm like, this is what you've been doing,
right.
actually.
So G writes the program.
Yeah, he's writing the program, yeah. So we doing it anyway.
Right.
She don't know that it's RI-28. You know, her attention is just, she on the phone while we working out.
Right,
so I ain't never get to really tell her, like, so look, at the meeting, I'm like, this is why you so damn fine now. You know what I mean? This is why you had the baby 60 days ago, you know, and you look like this now.
Right,
you know what I mean? So it's this program. So she like, oh, when we do that, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Wow.
So it was a piece of cake for her to just trust it, for her to be confident in selling it because she did it. You know what I mean? And she got results from it. You know?
She's the piece that created the paperwork, created a real business.
Yeah, so G was already on it, but we just wasn't in a rush. Like I say, we were just getting money. You know what I mean? We a box if something went wrong. Like me and G, we could grab each other if something go left. But that was just our relationship, like brotherly type thing.
Yeah.
Jocelyn kind of came in with the lawyer and the briefcase and the I already made $1 million, you know, that type attitude. So, you know, she made it where we took it a little more serious as far as paperwork is concerned.
Wow. So, and you got to kind of talk, because we talked before this, people think you've been winning just forever, right? But we got to really dig into 2015, brother.
Okay, so I started off throwing parties, and I was doing good with that, and the parties started going down, so I jumped out of that. I took my money, invested in a box truck, got a box truck, and I started doing that literally for like 12 years. I was making 6 figures doing it, and I was 23, 22. That's good money. You know what I'm saying? My homeboys coming home from college, and I'm hiring them to work on my truck.
So you took your money from the club, bought your truck, got it on the road.
Getting busy. And I did that for like 13 years. What happened was I bought a few trucks. And sometimes I was on the truck like just to give them an off day, whatever. Long story short, my homeboy called me, say, hey man, it's a guy who owned the gym. He passed away. I want you to come look at it. I'm thinking about buying it. Maybe me and you can go in on it, you know. So he just hit me with that type of thing. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go look at it. So I went and looked at it, and I was supposed to take like 30 days off to get it running, you know what I mean? So to be like a manager of my new business. That's my partner, Travis Harris and Angelo. Anyway, went into the business with them, and I started, you know, I'm sitting there at the desk, and I'm like, yo, this thing is slow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have to do something. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to do something. And previous to that, like I was telling you, I was a bodybuilder. I did a bodybuilding competition. My wife did 10 of them. You know what I mean? So we were already in shape. We already knew how to train the whole shebang. We just never made money with it for real. You know what I mean? We did boot camps and stuff. So once I decided that I was going to do it, I took my MCI approach. I worked at MCI when I was like 18. And I wrote down everybody in my phone. When I wrote down everybody in my phone, I called everybody personally, like, hey, I got this gym. I need you to come down. I need you to get down here and take this boot camp, or I need you to sign. Well, oh, you busy? Well, Monday, I'm here. You know. So I literally did that with 200 people. And when the people came in, they just was able to stick because I knew what I was doing, but I just wasn't no certified trainer or nothing like that. You know what I mean? We just get busy. And like I say, I was training popular girls.
That's the crazy part, Jay, because like you weren't certified. You have your certification now, but back then, and I always thought you were just this trainer cat, but I realized he's just an entrepreneur. Like you bought a gym without a certification. Like, yo, this could make money.
And that's like I bought a house without a real estate license. I bought a truck without CDLs. I bought a gym without a certification. Like it's making money. It looked like it's something I can do. I'll get it, you know what I mean? I'll get involved, and that's just what I do, you know what I mean? So it's always worked for me, but like I say, in 2015, when I was transitioning from the truck, I let the trucks go, and I got into the gym, and it was slow. I took a salary. Mind you, I was making 6 figures, so I had an S550 Mercedes. I had 7-bedroom house. I had everything mapped out already, but when I had a decision to make, like, let this damn Benz go, because I wasn't making money training, but I just knew I could do it, and I knew if I stuck to it, I hit a home run sooner or later, because I just know that. I'm an entrepreneur. I just know I'm on to something. You know what I mean? It's growing, but it ain't growing fast enough for my wife. That's it. You know what I mean? It wasn't growing fast enough for her. So it got to a point in 2015, man, my car got repossessed. My house went into foreclosure. And I had my back against the wall. You know what I mean? I'm wiping my wife's tears. It's bad in 2015. Fast forward.
But you didn't go back into the trucks and hop
I let it go.
That's where you was making money.
I let it go because I thought I could make more money. I knew I could make more money training. I just needed a little bit more time. You know what I mean? And in that little bit of more time, I knew I probably was gonna have to let my car get repossessed, probably let my house go on the float. But I knew this was it. You know what I mean? And you know,
that's another level, bro. That's another level of faith and belief in yourself, bro.
Yeah. 2015 was rough, man. Like I say, I know everything about foreclosure letters and repossession, seeing my car on the tow truck, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get it again, you know, that type thing. But like I told you, some people are scared to let go. Some people are scared to downsize. Some people are scared to take that L. I had to go to the barber shop right there on Kellin Road in this damn expedition, and everybody like, yo, what happened to the long story, bro? You know what I mean? I had to regroup, I had to let it go, and the whispers that he fell off and this, that, they didn't know I was building. Yeah. I was coming, I was building, but it wasn't nobody's business. All right, I fell off, whatever. I'll be back.
Wow, that's crazy. But you always had faith in the gym, right?
Yeah.
And how do you get that over on your wife? What's the conversation like? Because I know she was giving you rounds at the crib.
Yeah,
right?
But see, I've been with my wife so long. She know when I got that eye of the tiger, she might look at me twice like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? This is the same Jason that woke up out of her mama house like, wake up, we moving out. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I've always had things under control when it looks super messy. You know what I mean? I say this all the time. I slept on the floor, I slept on the couch, I slept in a jail cell, but I never slept on myself. You know what I'm saying? Never, not once. Never slept on me. You know what I mean? Everybody else done counted me out. I never slept on myself.
Wow, that's crazy. And how long you been with your wife?
I've been with her 20 years, but we've been married 17.
Married 17 years. I believe that has some sort of, that's like a key to success, I believe.
Yeah,
man.
Absolutely, man, because that's not common. You know, it's not common for, it don't matter the race, it don't matter nothing. You know, 19-year-olds getting married against both parents' wishes and staying married. I'm 37, you know what I mean? So.
Wow. All right, so you're waving bye to the whip, but you still got this gym.
Yeah.
So, like, lead me up to the point where you have this conversation with G.
So at the gym, I'm doing my thing. The first year, I literally took a $500 salary. You know what I mean? Like, went from making $2,000 a week to $500. You know, that's when I had to start taking my watches off, giving everything back. You know what I mean? But I met G, and you know, he told me those numbers. Those numbers alone.
What year did you meet G?
2016.
So the very next year.
Yeah, 2016.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So how was the gym doing when you met G?
Popping. Like, it took me about 5 months to get the gym off the ground. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it was rocky, but in about 5 months.
Yeah, but see, you miss 5 car notes, they gonna come get it. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't about the 5 months. That 5 months was a struggle. It might have been 6. You know what I mean? You miss 6 car notes. You don't pay Wells Fargo for your mortgage 6 times, see what happened. You know what I'm saying? You're getting letters and threats, you know what I mean? So that's what happened. Like, I was struggling, you know, and then I got the gym where I was like, okay, I could pay my bills, we good, you know, get a little cash whip, run around in, you know, I was at that phase. And then, you know, it got a little better to where it was just like, I was okay with driving this expedition and just being this new person, you know what I'm saying, wearing sweats to work every day, you know what I mean? I just wasn't balling. I just couldn't go to the club and do it the same. I couldn't buy the section, and I just couldn't do all that stuff for like a year, you know what I mean? So I take a year off from my regular self, you know what I mean? Because I've been doing good since I was 18, you know what I mean? Bumps here and there, but I knew what real money looked like a long time ago. I didn't take a L till 2015, and I took a major L, you know what I mean? But like I say, 2015 foreclosure, repossession. 2016 made $1 million first year in business. You know what I mean? So that's not common. You know what I mean? That's not common for any business the first year. You know what I mean? And then come back second year. You know what I mean? We still doing this. We still growing. And a lot of that has to do, like I say, salute to my partner G, because he never stops learning. You know what I mean? Never stops learning. You know, I'm working, he working, Jocelyn working, you know what I mean? But he like the brains, you know, he really understands internet marketing and Facebook marketing and, you know, how to really, really go about promoting to a different, you know, and I'm still using my influence. Like we got the Kardashians on the line right now. Like we trying to do some major things, you know what I mean? So I'm still plugged up doing things on my end. He's still doing things on his end. Jocelyn doing her thing.
That sounds like a perfect marriage though, because he understands that internet marketing and you understand physical one-to-one marketing, like
Absolutely.
how to get people into a space.
Yep.
Now I believe one of your gifts is to be able to take a product and draw people to it.
Absolutely.
What are some of the elements that you use that just works across the board?
As far as bringing people in,
like I got a T-shirt brand. Now I saw, and you partner with my boy Justin.
Justin, yeah.
So taking a product and drawing people to it. What's the sauce in that?
Man, just finding creative ways to show it or to present it. You know what I mean? Like just different ways to present anything. You know what I mean? Like we got a detox tea, and I just made like when we launched it, I made like a video of me like I'm selling drugs. I saw that, like I'm taking a knee.
Viral,
yeah, just like I seen it everywhere on Instagram. Like I took a knee and I'm going in my bag, and the girl come give me some money, and I slip her the tea. You know, just being creative, and the tea just took off. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got RI28, but I've never told anybody like I made 6 figures off tea. You know what I mean? Like 6 figures off of detox tea. You know what I mean? Like for one, like any other business, it works. You know what I mean? It's a damn good product, but it don't matter if nobody knows about it. You know what I mean? So you got to promote it. So, and that's like I say, that's one thing like with me and G, man. We, you know, some people say, man, if I get $100,000, man, I'm gonna make $1 million. You know what I mean? If I make $1 million, I'm gonna start 5 other $100,000 businesses. We've done it. You know what I mean? Like trucks, real estate, detox tea, a gym. You know what I mean? Like online, like we got 5 missiles. So it's hard to compete with somebody that, you know, we kind of like, we don't compete, we kind of dominate. That's our like mindset. You know what I mean? Me and G, we kind of like, it's a picture of 2 hyenas with blood in their mouth, and that's me and him. We like, let's go.
Wow.
We push the button on something, and we got like a friendly competition. Like we trying to get more likes on our videos. Like I might throw some money behind a post to beat his.
Right.
You know, we still got that edge, and we still hungry, and we still know it's more. You know what I mean? It's always more to do. You know what I mean? So.
And what are some of the distractions at this level? I mean, young, popping, money. Like, what are some of the distractions that come with?
The distractions is like me. I got a big heart. You know what I mean? So I got it. It's not gonna hurt me to give it to you. You know what I mean? Like I got people like my Cash App. I just get requests out the blue now. Like it was like, yo, I got this big sob story. I need $600. Can you please? Boom, I send it to them. And then it'd be like light bill, $100. I'm like, what? That's not my business. You know what I mean? So me and my wife have this saying where we say, your poor planning doesn't become my emergency. Your poor planning doesn't become my emergency. So every family member has things going on. You know, everybody has struggles and things of that nature, and it's because I got it. But what were you gonna do if I didn't have it? You got to figure it out like we figured it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because when my car was on that damn tow truck, wasn't nobody trying to get it off of there. You know what I mean? So, you know, scale down, whatever you got to do. But that's the hardest part is people knowing, and you know, we're in business with damn Jocelyn Hernandez, so it'd be people be like, yo, look at this, and it's a write up on her making $1 million with RI28. We like, oh God. G don't like talking about money at all. Like he don't, you know, he gonna wear a t-shirt and some jeans and what money? I don't, you know, that's him. He low key, and then we got her on yachts. You know what I mean? Like in the damn Rafe and everything that she does. And they're like, well, they're partners, you know. Right. So they kind of like try to figure it out. And like I say, she's a celebrity, so.
So are there some things that like maybe got you sidetracked at some point? It could be friends, right? And I guess I kind of want to hear your perspective because like you from the streets and you still go back to your hood. Like I just see it on your stories. How do you handle, you know, like maybe your friends that don't want to grind, but they just want to be a part of it?
So my thing is this, like I've always been even when like I was in the streets, like even whatever we were doing, I'm still the boss. You know what I mean? Like, so you ain't finna just be trying to punk me out no money and just try to make me feel bad about it. Like, go get it. You know what I mean? Go get your money. Because when I was 18, I had the same attitude. When I had some money, you know, people just like, yo, let me just, man, you ain't even hiring me. You know, so that's the part. Like, people are in such a rush to enjoy your success with you when you still laser beam focused on the goal. You know what I mean? You might see something dope, but my wife did it. I ain't bought a pair of shoes in a month. You know, I'm focused. Don't worry about what you see on my story. She did it. You know, I'm still focused. And, you know, people don't understand. They might see, like, I post motivational stuff. Like, I bought this house. It was raggedy. Then I'm showing pictures of the roof being put on. You know, they just like, okay, that costs money to do it. Why can't he give me no money? Because I'm trying to do this.
Right.
I'm trying to do this.
Right.
Now, when I got 10 houses, go take a damn plumbing course and do all my plumbing. You know what I mean? That type thing. Ask me to pay for a certification. Ask me to pay for, you know, something that help me help you. You know what I mean? That type thing. I got trucks. Get a CDL. Why wouldn't I hire you? But you're not trying to do that. You're trying to just be next to me, you know what I mean, and not work. Nah.
Oh, that's crazy. So two more questions. One, I want to know, just giving advice to all the entrepreneurs that's out there, how would you recommend growing a following? Like, they have a personal brand or a business. How would you recommend growing a following online?
And I'll say this because when I go into these influencer speeches, people be having me come to these events and I talk about partnership. And the partnership, how me and G grew, we latched on with Jocelyn. You know what I mean? That's the reality of it. Like, my numbers we just started gaining so many followers. So I'm gonna give you an example. Me and you, we're cousins. You got this dope business going on, and I got these damn 500,000 followers. I just want to take pictures and get likes. You getting a little money, but if you could expose your hats or whatever you got to these people, we could make so much more money. You know what I mean? But people never do this. I never get nosy enough to ask my cousin, what you need help with? I never get humble enough to ask my cousin, I need help with this. You know what I mean? That type of thing. So I believe that right there is key to growing, you know, teaming up or pay. You know what I mean? If you're not going to pay, team up with somebody. You know what I mean? Because we always say that, like, the clock is ticking. I got this much window of attention span for a business. You know what I mean? And if it ain't doing what I needed to do, then, well, you know, off to the next one. Right. I've succeeded 10 times. I failed 100. I failed 100 times at businesses. I've started businesses and bought products and everything, and a guy told me he changed his mind. Damn! You know, like, I really was going to start this cleaning business, and I had these clubs. This guy had his stuff lined up, and I guess he told the other guy, look, man, somebody going to come in here and do a 500 a night. You charging me 6. Well, I do it for 450, whatever it was, you know what I mean? But I done bought all this stuff. I done went down to the courthouse and got my, you know, certificate, you know, all that. But I just had to take that L. Go to the pawn shop, get rid of them vacuums and whatever I did. But that's me. Right. I'm going to do that, you know what I mean? I would rather pay that money than spend it on other things, you know what I mean?
Wow. And lastly, I like to end every show with the same thing. I like to make predictions, okay? So tell me, what do you predict for yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Just so we can look back at this camera and say, yo, Jason said he was going to do that. And look at him, he did it. What are some things you foresee in the next 5 to 10 years that you're going to accomplish?
I see me being like a shark, you know what I mean? Like Shark Tank. Like, when I tell you I got these other businesses that I made 6 figures from, it's because I asked my homeboy in Tennessee, what's up with that tea? What you doing with that tea? Why? Well, can you handle this much volume? I think I can, you know, let's see. And boom, you know, we blew it out the water, you know what I mean? This girl, we doing this thing with these glory bands, you know what I mean? This girl, how much money you made? You did it by yourself? Okay, boom, you know, like, so I'm being an influencer with a little money now. It's a little different, you know what I mean? I'm taking people businesses that I shop with, that I think is a good idea, and I'm blowing them out the water, you know what I mean? And like with the houses, you know, like building teams and things of that nature. So I think that's like my strong point, and I think it's something with just building these weird businesses. Like, I might literally have a damn ice cream truck. I don't know, you know what I mean? But whatever I see that's working, I'm going to put my influence on it and grow that business, you know what I mean? But to answer your question, that and selling businesses. You know what I mean? And the only reason why selling RI28 never came to my mind, but I got these hedge fund people like, what's a hedge fund? I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? Like what these people want. Selling email, sending emails, and these people want to spend millions of dollars on our business already. We like, nah, we still getting money. We'll sell it later on, but I look at Jay-Z and everybody else who just build these brands. 50 Cent is notorious for it. You know what I mean? He'll pipe a business up and boop, sell his shares, get out of it. You know what I mean? So I really see me doing stuff like that because, like I say, with the trucks, I was doing trucks for 13 years. Something that was a little more shinier, I went over there, boom, put all my attention over there. So I just know I don't fall. It's never personal with me. I don't fall in love with businesses like that. The hardest part about RI28 is it's real people, and I'm really helping them, and I'm getting them to buy into the product through my personality, through G's personality, through Jocelyn's personality. So this is really, really like, will probably be the hardest one to sell, but it's the one everybody wants.
Right.
Emails all the time, people. Millions of dollars.
Gotta be crazy.
Yeah, it's got to be retarded. And I will still have to have something to do with it. Like I'm gonna be, you can take me from up here and let me be the damn janitor, but I'm not totally getting out of RI28 ever.
Yeah, the joint low key like changed not low key. That joint changed your entire life.
Absolutely. Yep.
So please give the people some departing words, man. Just some inspiration, some things you feel like the people that are watching need to know.
Man, I say this. If you're working on your business this much, do it this much, man. You going to work every day, clocking in, doing 8 hours, building somebody else's wealth, building somebody else's brand, building somebody else's dreams. You should have 8 hours to your dreams. You should have 8 hours building your own empire. My departing words are, work. Oh, let me think. What do I say? What do I say?
He cooking up right now.
I'm trying not to, because I curse when I say it.
I appreciate the edited version. Thank you.
Or end up working. Okay. Chase your dreams or end up working for the guy who chased his. You know what I mean? That's what I tell people all the time. Chase your dreams or end up working for the guy who chased his. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be two people in the world. You're going to have people that work, and there's nothing against workers. You know what I mean? You got doctors saving lives, nurses, everybody. We need all the workers. But if that's, like, not you, and you know it, but you just scared, shame on you. You get one life. I promise you only get one life. You got to do something for you.
Wow. Well, look, man, make sure y'all check out Mr. Jason Lobdell, Mr. 2 Weeks Out on Instagram. He will be speaking at Social Proof, so you get to meet him in the flesh. Okay, we got to drop this joint ASAP because this is one of my favorite interviews.
That's what's up, bro.
Just like your story, like your life can change in 12 months.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm a living testimony, man. Like it changed. Like I know, 2015 foreclosure, 2016. $1 million made. Like it happened. It really did happen. And it's in the books. It's in the blog. It's printed. Like it's in there. You know what I mean? It's proof.
Look how many people would have gave up though or went back to a job when
because
it's somebody right now sick. They remember their car being repossessed and that's when they went back to a job.
Yeah. Nah. Let that car go, man. Let that car go. Run it up.
Unbelievable. Look, man, make sure y'all follow Mr. 2 Weeks Out, okay? By far the most entertaining IG stories I've ever seen in my life, okay? But make sure y'all follow, man. I'll see y'all at Social Proof. Appreciate you, my brother.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.